my friends, I get it. I get it. Totally, I get it. I swear. I think, not 100% sure, but I get it. I think I found the doll I love, man. It's crazy. Never been so conflicted in my life besides trying to figure out whether I was going to upgrade my MacBook or not. I downloaded Logic Pro X, and I'll tell you, man, but besides one thing it bugs me, and I'm still trying to get used to learning where everything is at. I mean, the one weird thing is you got your stereo out and then you have a master fader. I'm like, and every other DAW I have, we put mastering effects and whatever needed on the master fader, but they go in stereo out on here. I'm learning that. But what I can't understand, and if somebody can help me chime in below and how to fix this, where the verse note starts, there's that gap between -1 and 1. Why can't I bring that from the start and not have that gap? It drives me crazy when I come in with the verse note trying to start, right on the 1 there where the region goes from start to end on that loop, that 8-bar loop. Is there something I can set where it'll always start right there on 1? I can't find where to do that. If you can, this, let me know, please. But, I mean, I get it. Totally get it. Well, some of you guys love Logic Pro. I think what I'm loving is just the ease of being able to get around. I can see everything. It's clean. I love the editing, man. When I double-click and my MIDI notes I can see it. They're big and fat, and of course you can adjust the size of them, obviously, but I love the fact that you can go in and everything is there, man. And I eventually, when I get to one place here, I'm not at my dad's office, my studio in one place, I'm going to have an external monitor where I can get the mixer and editor on one window or in here and kind of split screens a little bit, because I like to do that. It's been a while since I've done that, but I love it, man. I really do. So if there's a reason why I shouldn't switch to Logic Pro, chime in below. If I'd love to hear your input on this, to whomever may. But I'll tell you one cool thing about Logic Pro is that I've noticed that when it lists the instruments, I can use all the instruments and effects that are in Studio One, and definitely can in Reason, because the Reason rack is a VST now, as well as some other things. So there's a plus there. I love that. I do. I love it. It's pretty cool. It's going to take a moment. I've been working with dolls so much that this is a cakewalk. It's not going to be hard running this. It isn't. Of course not. It's just getting into that groove. I've tried to figure out where all my damn sessions were saved, and I figured out where to go where in the computer where the music section is, and they're saved there. Obviously, you can tell it to save wherever you want. I don't know if it will always do that or that folder will be there visible every time. So I think for a while I'm just going to save it right there in the music folder for Logic Pro, the Logic folder that's there. And then down the road just kind of have maybe a folder that because what I generally do with any of this lately is I don't keep all these sessions on my computer. When I'm done with a session, it's all packaged ready to go. I back it up on my external hard drive, put it in a safe, and I get it off my computer, because that's one thing you don't need, is you don't need a bunch of session files and stuff clogging up your computer. You don't want to do that. You want to get that stuff backed up into a safe place as soon as possible, because God forbid something should happen. You don't want to lose that stuff. Always be hitting the save button and get that done. Always. Excuse me 1 second. Okay. Sorry. But you always want to be doing that. So, but I love it, man. And I'm just toying around with it right now. I'm actually writing a tension cue with it. So far, this is a cakewalk. We'll see when I'm spreading it out and getting everything done. I'll keep you posted on this as well. See where it goes. That's all we can do. I just need a DAW that works, and I know Logic Pro does for many people, and it has latency compensation like Studio One does, and I love that. So we've got that in our corner too. As I talked about earlier, I don't care what DAW you're running. You're running 1,000,001 very CPU intensive VSTs like choirs and orchestral, you're going to have to freeze some tracks. You're not immune to that in Logic Pro, and you're not immune to it in Studio One either. But I just need to make sure I'm with one DAW. I really do, to be honest. I'm just tired of updating all these DAWs and going, okay, will I eventually go to using that one all the time, or will I use that one? I just know that I used Reason for so many years and I love it, but it's fallen behind. It really has with some things. And yeah, I love Reason, but for what I need it to do, it's just not going to do it. My guitar work and music, that's definitely not going to happen in Reason anymore. I know that. Something they did in their update to Reason 12 just tanked some things. I mean, it got from good to better to worse. And it's hanging in there, but I don't know, man. There's some things with Reason that's on life support. The Reason instruments and everything is incredible. I would encourage you just to get Reason and then have the Reason rack as a VST and use their instruments and stuff. I think it's badass, but even if you didn't, it's not that big a deal. There's some things I'll do with Reason, but I can't do my guitar work in Reason. But I think I'll know here soon what I'm up against with Logic Pro. I think this is cool though. Didn't take any hard drive space to load this thing. What, 80 gig or something like that? 86 gigs or something? Not much. Pretty easy. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. Listen, you guys have, there's a lot of great resources I already know out there on the internet for learning Logic Pro. Not hard to find. There's 1,000,001 tutorials. And there's some pretty good ones out there. You know, I know a couple of guys I know one guy in particular that did the whole manual from start to finish. He did a good job of it. He really did. I worked with him on a collaboration a couple of years ago for a little while, but I hadn't talked to him in a while. But, you know, he does a good job with it. I got to give it to him, man. You know, Eddie Gray. You just look up Eddie Gray on YouTube. I think can't remember the name of his channel, but he does a good job of that stuff. I got to hand it to him. He really does. But I don't think I need to go that extensive. I can figure it out myself. But hey, I know where it's at if I need it. Other than that, all is cool. I'll keep you posted on it. I think it's great. I think we're going to go into the new year streamlining our process into one DAW. I'm not going to stop using Reason. I'll use Reason for certain things. I think if I'm going to do some hip-hop type stuff or EDM, I'll probably use Reason, but that's not to say I won't use Logic Pro either, so we'll see. So sorry for some of you anti-Logic Pro users. I've fought and fought and fought. I was like, I'm not going to Logic Pro. I'm not doing it. For like years, I was like, I'm not doing that Logic Pro. Everybody's doing Logic Pro. I'm not doing it. Blah, 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 blah. And I get it. I give up. I give in. You win. Anyway, being funny. But, you know, it's cool. I love it. It really is. It serves its purpose. If it wasn't all that great, not that many people would be using it. Some of the biggest composers in the world use Logic Pro. Some of the biggest composers in the world use Cubase as well. So, but I've seen some of them use Studio One. So they're all good. Really, the point of this is there isn't one DAW that's better than the other. It's what works best for you. And that's what I'm trying to find, one I can streamline to one DAW that works best for me and not have to worry about. If I feel like I want to update that other DAW for some reason, I'll do it. The only reason I'm going to upgrade Reason again is if there's some really cool instruments and stuff I want to use. That's the only reason that, no pun intended, the only reason that I will upgrade Reason again. Right now, I don't see the point. I just don't see, I don't know what's going on over there at Reason right now. They keep releasing all these little bass generators and all these little toy things. I think they just want to be a VST company, and that's fine. Whatever they read with their racks, and that's okay if that's what they want to do. But I need a DAW that works very professionally. So anyway, I'm off, and I will see you guys on the next video. I'll keep you updated on, as I said in the last video, what I'm going to do later on with the computer thing. I'm just putting that on hold. I don't think I need to upgrade my MacBook right now. We just see where it goes. So I did get a bigger external hard drive, and I'm going to work with that. That'll be fine. So I can get the rest of these Native Instruments updated. And we're going into the new year here strong. Absolutely. Be cool. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.